Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark McKee. I'm the Mayor of Revelstoke, and I'm here to MC this auspicious occasion with our special guests today. We have MP David Wilks and our MLA Greg Kyllo. And nothing gives any mayor on the Trans-Canada more pleasure than to have be at a podium like this with an announcement on the Trans-Canada Highway. And without further ado, I'd like to hand the podium over to our MP, Mr. David Wilks.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark, and it's great to be here today on behalf of Denny Lavelle, the Minister responsible for infrastructure and intergovernment affairs. And it's a great pleasure as well to be here with the MLA, Greg Kyllo, to make an announcement on the Trans-Canada Highway. The main component of this $35 million project includes the widening of 2.5 kilometers of Highway 1, 40 kilometers east of Revelstoke, from 2 lanes to 4 lanes, expanding the Illecillewaet brake check station to more than double its capacity, and improving safety through the addition of new acceleration and deceleration lanes at the brake check. These improvements will provide increased passing opportunities to improve safety and mobility along the Trans-Canada Highway. It will also provide a safe way to store vehicles as part of a strategy to improve how traffic is managed during winter closures for avalanche control operations. The federal government will contribute up to $15.5 million for this project under the New Build Canada Fund, Provincial Territorial Infrastructure Component, and national and regional projects. In 2014, the federal government launched the New Build Canada Fund, which makes over $53 billion available for provincial, territorial, and municipal infrastructure between 2014 and 2024. It is the largest and longest federal infrastructure commitment in Canadian history, providing stable funding for over 10 years. That's 10 years of modern and improved public infrastructure that will benefit families across British Columbia. The other major component of the plan is the New Build Canada Fund. It is made up of a national infrastructure component for projects of national significance and the provincial territorial infrastructure component, which has dedicated funding for provinces and territories. Under the New Build Canada Fund, each province and territory will receive a base amount plus a per capita allocation over the duration of the program. For British Columbia, this represents approximately $1.1 billion over the 10-year period in dedicated federal funding under the component alone. Investments through the New Build Canada Fund focus on projects that contribute to Canada's and British Columbia's economic growth and prosperity. Projects like the expansion of the Illecillewaet brake check station and upgrade of Highway 1 are examples of how the federal government and the provincial government work in partnership as we continue to improve safety and traffic flows on the Trans-Canada Highway. I would like to thank the provincial government for making this project a priority funding consideration. Your government continues to deliver for British Columbia. With the New Build Canada plan, we are well on our track to surpass the successes we have achieved to date. We will continue to support infrastructure that encourages job creation and economic growth and that contributes to the quality of life of all Canadians. Thank you.
Thanks very much, David. Very good news. I'd now like to introduce a good friend of Revelstoke and our MLA to the west of us, Greg Kyllo.
Thank you, Mark. It's great to be here today. I'm really excited to be here today in Revelstoke on behalf of the Honourable Todd Stone, our Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure, and just pleased to represent British Columbia in this very important announcement. Minister Stone, unfortunately, is not going to be here today, but he was here not that long ago to announce important safety and mobility enhancements. And before that, in February, he met with Mayors McKee and Ozus to talk about the challenges facing those who rely on this very important corridor. Minister Stone's announcement in June emphasized the importance of the Trans-Canada Highway in our just launched new 10-year transportation plan, BC on the Move. BC on the Move is our roadmap for transportation improvements that will help the province achieve its economic potential as one of Canada's most prosperous provinces. Highway 1 is an important east-west connection through British Columbia and is our main gateway to the rest of Canada, a vital route for travel, tourism, and trade. More than 1,000 trucks a day use the highway, which links to Canada's Asia-Pacific gateway. Through BC on the Move, the province is committed to improving safety, reliability, and the movement of goods on the Trans-Canada Highway. Our goal is to work with our partners to increase investment on the corridor to over $1 billion over the next 10 years. This would build on our existing provincial funding commitment of $650 million to continue four-laning between Kamloops and the Alberta border. With this plan, communities will be better connected and businesses will be better able to move their products throughout BC and into other provinces. For this reason, I'm excited to announce the province's commitment of $19.5 billion to fund the widening of 2.5 kilometers of the Trans-Canada Highway from 2 lanes to 4. As well, our funding will go towards expanding the Illecillewaet brake check station. This flow will see truck capacity more than double from 6 trucks to 15. This will ensure truck traffic flows as efficiently as possible along this route and greatly improve safety for all those who rely on it. These improvements will also include the construction of acceleration and deceleration lanes for the station. The expanded brake check also provides increased capacity for winter staging and a turnaround area that can be used to better manage winter closures and reduce delay to commercial vehicles and motorists. When Minister Stone visited Revelstoke in February and met with Mayors McKee and Mayor Zeus, the mayors shared their community's concerns about the need for shortening highway closures during the avalanche season. The government listened and subsequently announced some important safety and mobility improvements for the Trans-Canada Highway earlier this summer. And in June, Minister Stone announced we are bringing in a new avalanche mitigation and safety program to Three Valley Gap. We're introducing new traffic light signal timing systems in Revelstoke and Golden, and we're introducing new digital variable speed signs to let drivers know what speed they should be traveling during winter weather conditions. These projects will form an integral part of our traffic management plan to reduce highway closures and improve traffic flows. We know the importance of our highway network to local communities, and we're working hard to improve access and reduce closures because we know that when traffic stops, so does business. Over the past 10 years, more than 48 kilometers of floor laning has been constructed along the Trans-Canada Highway corridor, with another 39.5 kilometers underway, tendered, or committed. 22 kilometers of the 26 kilometers of four laning through the Kicking Horse Canyon, east of Golden, has now been completed. New bridges, such as the $63 million Donald Bridge, the $29 million Clenwilliam Bridge, have made a significant impact, and we have the Malacqua Bridge replacement and four-laning project currently under construction. This project is one of many improvements British Columbians will be seeing as part of the BC on the Move, the 10-year transportation plan for our province. We are proud to partner with the Government of Canada to make funds available as part of the new Building Canada Fund infrastructure funding program. These are vital projects for our communities, and the Government of British Columbia is proud to provide over $19.5 million for this project. We can all look forward to the additional projects that will follow in coming years. We will fulfill the goal of four-laning the Trans-Canada Highway from Kamloops to the Alberta border. Thank you all for being here today.
Hi, Chief Judy Wilson from Neskonlith Indian Band of the Shuswap Nation. The highway is important to us all, but also with the Shuswap people, it could not be possible without us being at the table. We have title and jurisdiction. We have not ceded, surrendered, or sold to anyone, and our people have to be at the table for recognition and also to be able to work through some of the processes. Neskonlith has been involved at the table through the Chase to Monty Creek to Chase and the Salmon Arm projects, and we had our announcements on Friday about the highway. But without taking care of our land, the culture, and our ancestors that are along the highways, it's really critical that our people be at the table to discuss those. And we are working with the ministry on a provincial corridor-wide agreement for Monty Creek to Alberta. So that involves the Neskonlith, Adams Lake, and Little Shuswap and the Shuswap bands in that discussions. It's really important we have a very clear understanding on how these projects are going across the corridor, and also that involves the various territories, especially the Shuswap, that we need to be make sure that we're taking care of our title and jurisdiction, and also that we have representation at that table. So Minister Stone has made that possible, and we really thank him for that. But also, you know, there are some discussions that we have that are difficult, but it's important because we do have to take care of all of our cultural aspects along the highway, but also the economic and also the sustainable development as well. And so far we've been moving forward, and the Secwepemc are happy to be at the table. And that joint table is the Secwepemc table, but that's 5 bands of the 17 bands in the Secwepemc territory that stretches for most part of the interior, right from Williams Lake down to the Alberta border, so it's quite a large territory. But the ministry has engaged us, and the ministry has had us at the table, and we have various agreements to reflect that. So those are ongoing, and I'm here to represent the Secwepemc people in this discussion and in this announcement for Illecillewaet Cook's Channel.
I'd like to thank Chief Judy and acknowledge her presence here for today's announcement. I'd also again like to thank our MP David Wilks for his hard work in getting this announcement today. I know that David, with his former life as RCMP, knows firsthand what it's like on the Trans-Canada Highway and the issues that are there, as well as our MLA, Greg Kyllo, who lives to the west of us at Salmon Arm, knows full well the importance of upgrades to the Trans-Canada Highway. I'd also like to thank the Minister, Todd Stone, who couldn't be here today. I've met with Mr. Stone several times and talked to him about issues on the Trans-Canada Highway. I really feel that we have a government and a minister that understands the issues in this area, understands the problems, and is taking a proactive approach and looking at what they can do. This announcement today is one of many announcements that we've already had, and I'm hoping that it's one of many announcements that we're going to have. Every project has the potential to help traffic move through here more efficiently, reduce accidents, and that saves lives. And that's what the goal is. This community especially has been pushing hard for the province and the feds to sit down together, come up with these agreements and these partnerships that sees more and more projects like this happen. And I'm happy to see that that partnership is alive and well today. And I'm hoping and looking forward to more announcements and that continued partnership between the provincial and federal government. So again, Chief Judy Wilson, MP David Wilks, and MLA Greg Kyllo, thank you for coming today.